If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
I'm here.
I'm taking the stage.
Leave it to me.
Chivalry will never die. Gonna be epic.
I will bring my notebook.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Cowering already?
Let me lead you on. Let's light it up!
Passable effort. So quick to flee. You've made some progress. Guess I should take you more seriously.
No, my sword!
Has your luck run out?
Surprise.
Everybody stand back! Witness the power of good work! No, my sword! Adventure time!
Life goes on.
body and mind. Rain outlines your...
Go.
Ring cutter! No, my sword! Rain outlines your face. I'm going in!
Some you win, and some you lose.
Sword! Time to act. Rain outlines your face. Witness the power. Let's light it up!
Oh,
Keep back! Keep back!
Let's light it up! No, my sword! Ring cutter! Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Everybody stand back!
Get back!
Rain outlines your... outlines your fate.
Wheel of life.
Teamwork is strength! Let me weave you a I taste light it up! Keep back! Rain outlines your...
as per our contract.
Wish me luck!
Oh yeah, rock on!
It is as the stars foretold.
Next on the agenda... Next on... Next on the agenda... Born of Ice and Frost.
Let the show be...
Blaze over! Next on the agenda... Access denied. I can fix this.
Add as.
I'll remind you again. Sometimes the case before it.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed. Nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard you... That simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing. I will not go into too much detail, but the teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play.
Oh, indeed, the teapot. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
That's right! Fine.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no... What's more, well, for starters, I require... You would have to dig downward, but almost even more in any case. Goodness knows if...
Well...
Yes.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands. Yen Fei, I believe you've already heard of the Traveler and her travel.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and a shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own...
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
An adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. And then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in.
Is that so? Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other...
I know, Granny, you've told me... Oh,
Whoa, that's a real...
Commercial consultancy. Crossel. A Snezhnai and Merc, he mentioned that he was considering, so I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you want...
Wow, best would...
Let's dance. Scry the sky.
You can't beat
Hello,
the
Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All the...
You're too kind.
Well, Miss Yanfei.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really...
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because the contract makes it quite clear. In return, I included a clause that
Guaranteed genuine?
Of course. This...
In that case, might you know where Miss Xiaochao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at...
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Miss...
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Beta.
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
Whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a... My associates and I are
The hairpins. I don't know. I spent so much money on them. We now have a big bank. That's what they're... But now that I've...
Why does...
Would you...
Hold on.
Huh?
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said true!
Right. I finished... Furthermore, and given the...
Even higher. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However...
Did you really have to... Whichever we...
Except that if we found...
Please. Please. However much... Now that it's...
Yes, legally. So hold on.
What did my family...
Smooth. No, it's not.
Ah, Miss... You lost...
I'm sorry.
Mora!
No problem. But it was in fact...
Of course.
All right, understood.
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have...
Please wait, Miss. It's not...
Miss Yanfei, what is this about?
No. What I wanted to talk about is... There is a chance that the Orin laid on those...
What do you mean?
Obviously not. I'm no I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite, if mere mortals come into... Mr. Chow, did you at any time...
No.
Now that is, if I've deduced correctly, he may still...
If that's the case, we should go
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he... And then he'd throw this... After that, he would simply insist that meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and...
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be a...
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like...
Well then, since you're so experienced...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr.
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? It feels like...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Anywhere commissioned, but not bound.
I understand. Then I will be glad...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written...
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite I don't believe you have been part of an investigation.
Miss Yanfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not. Also, the idea of someone abusing the... But again, let's not dwell on this. I've got it. Let's pay a visit to... If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on...
Precious curios.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you...
No, nothing of the...
A Snezhnayan merchant named... That was the first... He was quite... Why...
Thank you, sir. Well...
Try your luck betting on Jade?
What should I try this time?
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me... Yes, I've heard it said...
If you must see...
Is that... So, did you find anything? So they really are different.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens these two stuff... There may be only... And...
All right,
But... No.
Unusual action...
Luck betting on Jade?
Miss Yanfei?
If you could just confirm.
Yes.
Then I have.
Of course.
Oh, I have this document. I wouldn't say
With this hard evidence,
On the contrary, if you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it!
well, that was quick.
Because lots of, as you know, but the amendment as such.
So you helped
Yes, well, you sound surprised. No, oh, this hasn't.
again with that.
Well, that's.
New stock at cigarettes. Had news for my purse.
Oh, Miss Yanfei, it's
Have no further Has a merchant.
Crosal. The design of this order was on hold for a very long
Doesn't seem like.
Miss Inksy.
Yes, I'm Mr. Crow. I also kept a copy for my own records. The inlaid gem.
Thank you, Sink.
Sure.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume some.
I believe
The weird.
because once we have.
Feel free to take.
New stock at cigarettes. Leo Lee Pavilion.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? And if it isn't Miss Yanfei as well? Now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, my
No. I'm here this time to ask.
Smaragdus jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance it is abundant in element. And I suppose
That is indeed.
no trouble. But after I want your
That Baidu guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Miss Yanfei, have you...
Yes,
Wonderful.
of course, Mr. Crossell.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Sure.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your...
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. If we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence from the Jade Mystery. Clearly, you still have a few things to learn about this aspect of legal proceedings. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner should...
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus nephrite. In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite. He returned...
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence.
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared.
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more...
You know, you could be right. Perhaps...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may... Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I...
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand...
Huh? No,
aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jade... You do understand, Mr. Crossell. Your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was... But I'm a victim in all of this, too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring them, but after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel... I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as... That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from smaragd... I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to...
Exactly!
I didn't... If word...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right...
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much more. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was... However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me?
What? But all right, then. This cursed rock's brought me enough...
Miss Yanfei.
Well,
thanks so much.
Oh, come on. Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has...
Is that...
Actually, Mr. I could see from... If we could...
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too.
Exactly.
The right solution to the objective of my client, Mr. Chow, an Adeptus. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue...
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely...
Well, since we got what we came...
So, are you buying or not?
You've returned. Good.
Well, if we're...
Oh, you...
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you... I've been looking at...
Come now,
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Yanfei. Liyue is all right then.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
There we go. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Take these blueprints with you as well.
Wait a minute, Granny. How
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Wonderful. Another flower is blooming.
Please be my...
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still, Why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment. Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
So you're the little helper.
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary material. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city!
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of this world is not a true one after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed adeptus?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since. Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me. Maybe you're... Maybe you're... Maybe you're... Maybe...
We're way behind schedule.
signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Fate is upon you!
Time to rock! Feel the beat!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
We're way behind schedule.
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he... That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside... And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, but... This statue is holding... What is that? Paimon and the Grand Thief hasn't moved. Hello? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here, and fast! We should Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
On the secrets of the Abyss. You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainslith. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainslith, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the tide. The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Tyrant's never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
This power. I see. So it's you. You. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
What a tough battle! Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had... Huh? What is it? What are you... Oh, right, yeah.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss, though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss!
No touching! Power core! Shadows of... Try till I'm dead! Decided by destiny! Blaze over!
Just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something.
Oh, is that so? Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits? You know.
In fact, they seemed to be searching the... However, they looked disappointed.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they...
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the... One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting...
All right, we shouldn't waste...
time schedule. Let me scribe. Written in the stars. This is long overdue. No touching. Feel the beat. Amp it up. Access. Fate is upon you. Delve into. Repeat soul. Missed. Blaze over. No touching. Let me. Let's dance.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of ruin guards roaming around too. Is that just a
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means rather they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches? Roots?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Khaenri'ah was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500...
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that...
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did, because he woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path. So...
Oh, Paimon knows this...
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khaenri'ah. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Khaenri'ah.
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been... Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah! You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god, not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans, an unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was
a nation with...
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to... The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to...
Let the show be... Ready, steady, go!
Focus! Huh? Next on the agenda... Next on the agenda...
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Khaenri'ah. So, did Khaenri'ah have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These ruin guards were known as field tillers by the people of Khaenri'ah.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Khaenri'ah like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with...
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an...
After the destruction of Khaenri'ah, they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way...
That sounds so sad. Yeah, Paimon thinks you've been doing it.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is...
We're waiting. I'll protect us. Power core! Shadows of... For Rex Lapis! Born of ice and frost. Written in the stars. Time to rock! Delves into... No touching!
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain...
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a... From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are so Dane. What message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know, though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did—
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation, they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform—
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. The talisman's message states that they will use and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated, but—
Yes. According to the talent, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to...
Oh boy, the Abyss Order— Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about— Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask her—
The cathedral?
Huh?
Nothing. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can—
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the end. Actually, the Animo Archon is—
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs, with having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting,
Okay, then we'll—
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mention— The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, It would only ruin whatever element of... Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed one. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the... Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's final fury? No, that's from another time.
The Tyrant's final fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never...
Oh, Rosario!
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last...
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a... Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
What should I get to take that?
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with it.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with the...
No, that's not. Unlike Osile, who was just... Today, it is just his spirit. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information.
Next on the agenda...
The Abyss
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Feel me!
Let's dance.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah.
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them, even if the god in question is your
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my... I will tell you one
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take...
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Chi! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Orders.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. I just scouted out all of Wolven. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is... But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Devalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after...
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas, this god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Okay, be...
Shadows of Fate!
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Devalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are...
No touching! Let the show begin.
Pyrotechnics! Let me scribe. Fate is upon you. Blaze over. Access denied. Amp it up!
Annihilate!
Come on, we can do it. I'll protect us.
Power core! Access denied. Shadows of written in the stars.
For Rex Lapis.
All life will carry. Decimate!
No touching. Feel the beat.
Let the show begin.
The end. The abyss shall run. The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable.
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outsider, not respect trial rule. I too didn't see that.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of...
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we, excuse us, Mr. Wolf God.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller.
Missiles. I do not know this strange word. As I said, I paid. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we? Anyway, this pretty much proved. It sounds like the first one was, but in this story, it was.
Don't know.
Yes, you were. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss.
Yes, I smell more. You too.
Well, there was some good intel. Quick, look.
The air is just right. Next on the agenda...
Dang, there you are!
I saw her, but as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some... If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her... But back to the matter at hand. I defeated... I see. Well then, we can...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more comprehensive... For example, the old story you told me you... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister...
Ah, Paimon gets it. After was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton. Back then, the people of...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting at... This is it, right? Okay. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not... Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, it's
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine... Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hand. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled... We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important... Well... Good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs? Let's go back to those ruins. I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Let me scry. the beat!
I'll protect us.
Not cool!
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you are describing. Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The abyss.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff. Enemy, I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your... Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the abyss.
It is your words that forever reek of time to silence!
Let the show begin.
Next on the... Shadows of Fate! Pyrotechnics! No touching! Let me scribe!
I can fix this! Glaze over! Fate is upon you! Delve into...
Oh, let's dance!
La, 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 la. Born of ice and frost! Next on the agenda...
All right, we'll...
Access denied. Let me scribe.
Written in the stars!
We're way behind schedule. All hail.
Surging tide.
Access denied.
The world will fall.
Let the show begin.
Feel the beat!
Delved into...
The world will fall.
Born of ice and frost.
The
Shadows of
end
fate.
is nigh.
Decided by destiny!
The abyss.
Me?
Lumine.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss. Your brother? And
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother knows Dane?
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed by... And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are, but I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Hey, what? Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. That's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all? First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother... It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, we don't know for sure if he's the highest-ranking leader in the organization. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be... Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters, and Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! So that's why your brother said that Dane... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler. Let's go. Ready, steady, go! Let's dance.
When I found Louis.
The air is just right.
I'll protect us.
Next on the agenda... Access denied.
Zeldin's written in the stars.
For Rex Lapis. Let's dance.
Shadows of death.
Delved into decided by destiny.
Blaze over. No touching.
Time to rock! Power core! Shadows of fate.
Come on, we can do it.
Oh, it's really coming down. Be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet.
Let me scry.
I'll protect us.
Born of ice and frost.
For Rex Lapis.
Power core! Fate is upon you. Delve into shred till I'm dead.
The sun's out. When did that happen?
Let the show begin. Pyrotechnics!
Born of ice and frost.
Power core! Time to rock!
Let me scry.
Decided by destiny.
All hail! We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Let's dance.
All tasks have been handed out.
Unfung's iron honkers.
Grandson.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
When will he finally give me a grandson?